Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to Let's Try Forced. Forced is a game that's a little hard to describe. It's kind of an action RPG, but it's closer in mechanics to MOBA games like League of Legends, rather than something like Diablo, for example. You move around with the WASD keys, you can mouse look over here, you can also play with a controller, in which case it turns into a two-stick shooter. And yeah, it's composed of, there's two main game modes. There's the campaign mode, which is a series of challenges or trials to get through. And each trial, not only do you want to defeat the trial, but there are also additional challenges within. Well, each trial has a time that you can beat for an extra reward, and also a special challenge in there. And each time you complete a trial, you see there's a little bit of a gem here. This demonstrates the fact that I've completed this trial already. These gems are basically your levels. My character here, I've collected 16 crystals so far. That has unlocked a certain number of ability slots, both actives and passives, and also unlocked actual abilities to choose from. We'll talk about that more in a second. So what I'm going to do is actually go back into one of these trials here that I've already beaten, but I'm going to try to complete the challenge and the time trial. Now, you can play this multiplayer. There's up to 4 players co-op. When I tested the multiplayer, the lag was very, very bad, despite the fact that I was playing with one person who literally lived in my house, and another person who lives, just a few streets away, basically, and, I'm on fiber optic, and we've played all kinds of internet games together, and we've never had any lag. Now, there are a lot of patches coming out for the game. Maybe that is resolved, maybe it will be resolved. I'm just putting a huge disclaimer on there that the multiplayer, I don't know, okay? You can play local co-op, though, which is really well suited. You obviously need a lot of controllers. Then it's a lot like playing local co-op on a console. But other than that, I mean, the game is really enjoyable. It's just a big question mark around multiplayer, which I'm hoping by the time this video is online is something that has been resolved. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get to the action here. I'm going to go into a slow death trial over here, and there are, as soon as it loads, there are actually 4 classes in this game. So I'm playing this sort of dual-wieldy rogue kind of class. There's a shield guy here who's like Captain America, just shield bashing all the things. There is a bow person, a ranger. The longer you hold back the bow, the more the damage it does. When it turns yellow there, it's fully charged for maximum damage. And then a big two-handed mace smasher lava-looking guy. And they sort of play to those different styles quite a bit. In fact, the lava guy, you can see if I just don't do anything, he gets a charge up. Every time you wait for it to charge, then it does huge amounts of damage as opposed to swinging very quickly like that. So, and each one of them do have these abilities. So I've unlocked, like I said, 16 crystals. So that has unlocked me 2 active slots, 2 passive slots, and then 4 of each at this point. The next unlock looks like it's going to be once I hit 19 gems, I'll unlock a new active ability choice. All the classes have a mark mechanic. This is going to feel very familiar to you if you've ever played a rogue in a kind of a like World of Warcraft or the assassin in Diablo 2, for example. And then every time you hit with an auto attack ability, you will apply a mark on your opponent, and then the marks will do something. Usually your actives will burn off all the marks, so this is a mark spender, where I do a big kick on a target. It does pretty decent damage by itself, but then extra damage per mark. I think marks stack up to 5? It might be 6, I don't remember. But you'll be able to see quite clearly once we play. I think it goes up to 5, and then does some extra damage there. Oh, and also my basic melee attacks also reduce the cooldown of the kick, which is good to know. I've also gone ahead and equipped Spirit Surge, which is quite cool, because I could go with a couple of different mark spenders. Like, I also quite like the, that's Strafe. I also like, yeah, I like Power Kick, which will hit everyone along the way and spend marks as well, presumably to do more damage. Each mark you spend reduces the cooldown by 1. Oh, there you go. So you can sort of flash back and forth. In the co-op setting, marks, I believe, do stack. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that when we were playing. So that's pretty handy that it builds up there. But I like the idea of having this queue that is not doing anything to marks, so I can mostly just concentrate on the finishing move. This gives me a way to run away and also stun. Great escape button. I've also got this healing blast, which is kind of cool. This also would not spend any marks, but since I'm playing solo, I think I'm going to hold off on the healing blast possibility. For passives, I have equipped Fury, which increases my attack speed. This can stack up to 5 times, so it results in quite a bit of extra attacks. It does wear off if I don't hit anyone for a second. And then Rip Them Apart, which if someone has max marks, it's doing +2 damage to them. But you know what? I'm going to replace that. Omni marking. Oh, so yeah. splash damage marking, which is kind of cool, actually, and might stack with different things. I think I'm going to throw Sucker Punch instead of Rip Them Apart, because I would have to hit them, with full marks, I would have to hit them 5 times for this to be worth as much as Sucker Punch. I did it last time because my challenge was to beat a boss in under 8 seconds, the last challenge I did. So I figured like lots of just, get up to 5 marks and then just keep wailing on him with super fast auto attacks. But this will probably be better for minion clearing there. So there you go. So that's, I like playing the rogue class for the solo kind of stuff. This Captain American guy, even though he's kind of defensively minded, is very, 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 very good, especially first time clearing through trials. So at trial number 5, normally I would have 4 crystals at this point, like 1 for each trial that I've beaten to date, plus potentially slightly more, but I'm going in with more, which should make the challenges easier. We'll see how it goes. We'll start with the Don't Touch the Mist. First, we've actually got a little bit of time before things get hairy. You'll notice that we've got this little orb guy, and if we hit space, we can get the orb to come with us, this wisp. And he doesn't do anything to us directly. Normally you just hit space and he'll come to the place where you hit space. You can also hold space and he will lock onto you. Now what I'm going to do is deposit him here, and what I want to do is go to the other side of this mist and just get the orb to go right through this bad boy over here. That will cause the mist to reset, which is good. And then the other target is to kill these acid guys before they split on me. There's also this little shrine here I can activate by putting the wisp through there, and it'll dramatically increase my movement speed, which is going to come in really handy in the next phase. Oh, I don't have my stun. There we go. Stun all these guys. So this is going to be really hard to do while talking. Well, we'll see what we can do. And oh yeah, I got to not hit the mist, and somehow I got to convince this acid guy to not walk into it either, because that can be a big pain in the ass. Well, the speed boost will help, but we got to make sure the mist doesn't encompass the whole level, or we will not have any chance whatsoever of avoiding all the damage. Dodge that, charge there. Actually, we actually took so long to reset the mist there that it has grown. It didn't even fully reset. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm totally failing here because there's people getting between me and my actual target, and there it goes hiding in the mist again. And these other critters keep resetting. I forget about that. Alright, let's try this again. In fact, I think I've got the wrong character for doing this. I don't think I should be using the rogue. The rogue was an excellent pick the last time around, but this time it's not going to work out so nicely. Luckily, there is a way for me to heal way over here. Get the healing aura going on. Come on, let's dodge through here. Kill this acid guy. Good. Although I got out of the healing aura. So yeah, it's around the wisp. So you really have to keep him hooked onto you. It's not so hard to do in single player, but in multiplayer there's still only one wisp, which is really where the difficulty comes from. Okay, now we got the big axe guy, so we can stun him, and oh god, I'm still trapped. Oh, I'm 100% dead. Oh no! No! Come on! Ah! Cooldown too long. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out. I'm going to swap out for Captain America guy here. I think he might actually be better for this configuration. So, I think these are the abilities I want to use as well. The Avalanche is fun because it's a charge forward, which is great. It lets me escape corners. And it deals a fair amount of damage, including bonus damage per mark. But here's the thing, it also marks them up to 5. So you can use this to put 5 marks onto someone. Or if they have lots of mark, you can avalanche them and do some damage. So either way is pretty good. Slick Moves is a nice aura that increases your move speed by 2 and heals you. I think that's going to be really helpful here. Other abilities, the Frost Cube, which might be handier in multiplayer, but not so much here. And Shield Throw is awesome. Is really awesome, actually. I could potentially just use Shield Throw plus Avalanche and just keep away from the guy and just beat on him. I could avalanche through him and then shield throw in his direction, which would spend the marks, but do a huge amount of damage. Actually, that might be really good. Let's do that. Plus, shield throw is fun. Now, my passes right now... Right, so my actual attack doesn't do much damage, and it's pretty slow. But every 2.5 seconds, I gain frost protection, which will just block the next attack automatically. Now, this ability... If I block a melee attack, it will explode and deal damage back, but this will only trigger if I'm not actually in the middle of attacking, which actually happens fairly often. It's not a bad idea. Right, that's frost counter. I've also got +1 damage to marked targets. Icing, right, that's the other one I have equipped right now. Faster recharge of frost protection, and when it becomes active, it also does knockback to enemies around me. So the first one just does a damage and knockback to the thing that attacked me. It might be a little redundant here. It's faster recharge, so it doesn't make sense to combo with that. The bonus marks, well, I can charge through someone and then beat them that. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. We'll go like this. So I've got my charge and my shield toss. Okay. I like having the charge on the right mouse button. I find it much like all the movement things on the right mouse button because I can sort of just point somewhere and say go there. And then the activated ability. Skill shots like the shield throw I would also like on the mouse button, but given the opportunity or the choices, I will go this way. So let me position the wisp over here so I can kind of do everything at once. I have beaten the time trial on this one, actually. That failed to actually complete the charge, which is too bad. And so we know these bad boys will keep respawning until I gotta kill the acid imps is really what I gotta focus on. Charge. Oh wow, and that one shot kills them? Very nice. Shield throw really not doing much damage to these guys without any marks though. Okay, where's my thing? Oh, okay, he's over there. I forgot that the imp doesn't follow you when you use a teleport effect. Come on. Don't get hit by the mist. There you go. Do get the speed boost. Nice. Okay, smash him. Shield throw through all these guys. And we're gonna wait for our thing to recharge here. So close. Come on. Come on. Good. And then now is it the big bad? No, there's another acid imp. So what I should actually do is go and replenish my health before the big bad is released. That seems like it would be a smart thing to do. Dodge him. Good. Oh, shoot, he's right there. Now, I do get improved movement speed while I shield throw, so I'm going to do that. Just waiting for my charge to reload here. Like that. And then shield toss. Good. Okay. Now keep running away. Ow. Although it does trigger my thing, too. Charge through him. Shield throw. Yes! And not a bad time, actually. I would have completed both in one go. Whew! And it compares you to your global friends. Alright, completed all that. Fan-frickin-tastic. So yeah, I completed the time trial in one of my fails here between cuts. So you guys didn't get to see that, but it's funny, even though I completed it in 2 minutes, that the time off air, it still felt like a huge fail. All right, so you know what? We'll switch to a different dude and do one more mission. We'll do a boss fight maybe. So go through here. So again, I've gone back to some of the earlier missions that you're gonna see. There's actually a lot of really interesting puzzle maps. Maybe we should show one of those. No, we'll do this boss fight here. So I got to beat him for the time trial. It's 3 minutes 5 seconds, and the challenge is to avoid all stomps. So this fight has got some fun mechanics. All right, we got to spend our points here. So my special is right. I get one charge, not a mark, but a charge, every 0.1 seconds up to 20 charges, and then yeah, when I deal the damage, it just unleashes the big attack. That's why it's like small attack, bigger attack, and then if I wait for it to sparkle again, there we go. That's like, I think that's fully charged. So, special abilities. Flame NATO, which is a great name, I think we can all agree. You spin around, you deal 1 damage plus 1 per mark, but you also apply marks and knockback. All right, it's a good escape mechanism, I think, too. Big smashy, huge mark spender. Burning Aura. Surrounds you, consuming 1 mark on each enemy every 0.5 seconds, deals 6 damage and 5 knockback, duration in 5 seconds, and increases for 8 seconds. Or decreases based on duration left. Okay. And Call Meteor, which doesn't spend marks either. I think we're going to Flame NATO and Meteor. What else we got? cleaving marks. Your fully charged attacks now add 2 marks to enemies. I think I tend to auto-attack a little too much for that. Maximum number of charges on the hammer is increased by 10, allowing it to charge for a full second longer. Again, it's good if you're not constantly attacking. Oh, I like the bigger range on the fully charged. Hitting enemies with marks will instantly charge your hammer with charges equal to the number of marks. There we go. That sounds like a pretty good combo. So auto attack, flame NATO, and I can move while it's going on, and drop a meteor. Big delay. Well, we'll see how it goes. All right, so the avoid all stomps should be easy, I think. The trick is, so the boss will occasionally stomp, and it'll only knock you down. It'll only affect you if you're moving. So the trick is to stand still every time he stomps. That's how you avoid a stomp.
Prepare yourselves for the final push. Remember all you've been taught.
All right, best time is 4 minutes 37 seconds. And avoiding the stomps, A, means less damage. B, less knockdown time means you're doing more damage. Also, I mean, I should probably be playing the rogue in this one. See, those stomps. Oh, failed that. I forgot to dodge his pin. That's bad. I'm too much concerned with.
After countless fights, I remain unbeaten. What hope?
Why is he not doing anything? Is he trying to maneuver around for? Yeah, one of those.
Formers.
You shiny ball will
Dodge.
save you from my wrath.
Okay, we need to get a heal going on. That's the other reason that Captain America is really good. He's got a very good heal overall. I mean, the rogue doesn't do too badly either. Oh no! Fail! 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 Whenever I get too focused on the challenge, I gotta learn. Just Captain America everything in this game.
Remember that brute force is not always the answer.
Ah, it's the only answer.
Ah, so bad. You know what? I'm going back to Captain America. Or the Rogue. You know what? We'll Rogue it up. Rogue is good. I think that'll work for this. Double check our abilities we've got going on. We've got the really fast attacks, right? And we've got a teleport. That's all we need. We should do fine. I'll give it one more go. If I can't complete a challenge, we're still going to call this quits because it does show off different things. But this game has huge potential to be fun with friends, assuming the lag thing is not an issue. And to me, it screamed out as just a poorly implemented sort of, I don't know, interpolation lag thing. There was just too much jerkiness, and I'm pretty sure it could be solved in code. I don't feel like there's a tremendous design flaw stopping this from working.
If you can even get to me.
What's on my right click? Shit, I've already failed that. Alright, we'll go for time. Oh, right, the big kick.
After countless fights, I remain unbeaten. What hope have you? Your shiny bauble won't save you from my wrath.
Just keep trying to dodge all the things.
Swarmers.
Just go for time. I don't think he can be stunned by my big ability.
Brute force is not always the answer.
Ah, it's the only answer.
Ah! Fail there? Okay, let's go for the heal after all. Especially while he's stunned. There we go. As long as I can dodge that stuff. Of course, summon some more minions. Alright. Good stuff. Full health. And only him to deal with. Should be able to finish him off here, except he's not finished.
You must fight.
He's like, no, no, no.
For your lives.
I'm gonna be a jerk. Oh, and now he starts stomping again. Dodge that. Failed to dodge that one. I failed to kick him, actually. There we go. At least he's got pretty short range on his, oh, crap. On his, swing. Don't get hit by that. Do get hit by that, because I'm bad. Take care of his minions. Let's move in for another heal here. Oh, I gotta time. I forgot. I'm doing this for time. I'm still on schedule, but not much. Oh, come on. Stop getting hit by that for 2 seconds. Come on! Shoot. I was just trying to rush there, right? Which is why I stopped dodging things, to try to get the 3 minutes 5 seconds, and then let myself get killed. But it was like, well, I've already beaten it, so killing him's not what's important. What's important is try to finish it for time, so stop dodging. Anyway, that is that for this game. The survival mode is really cool. The campaign actually has a really huge diversity in levels. I'll sneak into one of the puzzle ones, but I'm not going to solve it because that would be a spoiler, right? That would be no good. Let's go head up over here. There's a training dummy here, so you can check your DPS. Compare different builds. Wait, oh, it didn't actually tell me what my DPS was there. So that door is still sealed. That is still sealed. Over here in the desert-y area, this is open. These, so far, have all been puzzly type things. I think I've gone through... Oh. That's weird. Oh, I went through most of these in the multiplayer. That's why. Okay. Let's say I pop into... Yeah, this one here. You'll see it'll be the sort of Sokobani kind of like push things around kind of stuff. So we'll just hop in. But yeah, the game has great potential. It is available on Steam. You can connect your friends through there. Last time I checked, you couldn't make like a passworded room, so you could make a room and then you were like tell your friends to quickly get in there, and then boot out if any random people join in, which is a little awkward. So here you can see the radius. If I step outside this radius, I'll take damage. So this is fine in single player. It just makes certain limitations on... Oh, that protects me against those guys. Cool. It just puts certain limitations into how you can move to solve the puzzle. I am doing this right, aren't I? I might not be. There we go. There's a thing. Oh, right. It locks it in there, and then you can call him to you and then move these things around. So there you go, and hit space to pull them off. So there's the mechanic for resolving the problems, and these are instant death laser beams. So you have to block them with blocks and things, and some of the puzzles are really interesting. So, anyway, Forced, check it out. It's cool-ish with a big disclaimer for the multiplayer. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.